Let's go down to Kokomo.
Day 69. Wednesday, the 23rd of December. Belize City, Belize. Yesterday turned out to be quite traumatic. I got up and showered and scooted off to training early doors, only to find it was all but cancelled, as it was only a required monthly refresher safety training. But seeing as we'd only just passed the basic safety course and there were no new updates to learn, we were set free again in under 5 minutes. If only they could have passed that information on to me whilst I was still in bed. I returned to the cabin, and upon glancing at the TV, which was left on to illuminate the dark room, so as not to have to switch the light on and disturb my sleeping roommates, I noticed that the display was not what I was expecting to see. Normally, we leave the television tuned to Channel 7, which displays the bow cam, showing the still empty crew pool on Deck 8, along with whatever is in front of the ship, normally lots of water. This is effectively our window and portal to what's happening outside. Yesterday, being Cozumel Tuesday, I should have been able to spot the familiar bar fronts and shops that line the coast. However, instead, the view showed a bushy, rocky waterline and no stores. I flicked through all 22 channels to make sure I wasn't mistaken, but we really were somewhere undetermined. I hung around the cabin for a bit, unsure what to do next. Then had a quick early lunch and ventured outside alone, as my bunkmates were still asleep. Noting the crew back on board time, 3 p.m, I set off down the gangway onto the pier. Once reaching dry land, I realised it really was a totally different place from where we normally expect to alight each week. When you wake up expecting to be in one of 5 places and find out that you're not in any of them, it can be quite a shock. For all I knew, this could have been Costa Rica or anywhere. I headed through the large duty-free shopping complex to reach what lay on the other side. Once reaching the end of the port terminal, I found a large map of an island on a wooden sign. It turns out we were still in Cozumel, only further along the west side of the coast from where we usually arrive. I had planned my day around a trip to the Mega Mall supermarket and a swim at the No Name bar. Now I was going to have to improvise. I decided to turn left onto the only road on the island and past the Hard Rock Cafe and Harley Davidson stores, but found no supermarkets. I walked for 25 minutes along the edge of the road before finally the home dock came into view in the distance, with 2 large unidentified vessels parked in our spot. I still hadn't found any actual beaches, and as time was running on, I chose to scramble over some rocks to take my daily swim. The water seemed not so pleasant, and there were bits of seagrass debris floating in it, causing my skin to crawl each time bits inadvertently touched me. I swam back in after only 10 minutes, then marched back to where I'd left the boat, hidden behind 4 other cruise ships. I found a bag of Lindt chocolates in the duty-free shop that set me back 4 times what I'd expected to pay in the hypermarket, but decided they'd have to do as my communal cabin Christmas offering. As I walked back to the ship, it began raining, a short, sharp shower, and with the sound of Mexican-style Christmas carols accompanying me, making the whole scene seem totally surreal, I was never so glad to get back to the comfort of home and familiar surroundings. Let's hope that next week we're back in our usual port and the world is right again. After work, I was lucky enough to be finished early and in time to hear the live band in the crew bar. We were serenaded by the show band, who are not only excellent, but a super bunch of guys also, and we often enjoy lunch and dinner together. Drinking a Red Bull was a big mistake, and I was awake until 6 a.m, by which time it was nearly time to get up again. Today, I'm just on my way to the casino team Christmas photo, followed by Secret Santa gift exchange. Then, crew Christmas lunch in the Venetian restaurant. Woohoo to the festive season! And that's all for day 69. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in to Day 70's Antics tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not literally, because this ship never stops. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a day. And if you're enjoying it, like and share it too. Thank you!